The other day I was thinking about the fact that I've never actually done a full Milwaukee tool haul for you guys, so today's the day, I guess. Let's get into it. The video a little bit more interesting. I'm going to be rating each tool on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being I don't like the tool and probably wouldn't recommend it, and 10 being it's a tool that has significantly changed my life for the better as an electrician. But before we get started, I want to take a minute to talk about Hansler Smith. Hansler Smith is a Canadian company that's got everything from tools and safety gear to job site essentials. Basically, all the good stuff. I personally get a ton of my gear and tools from Hansler Smith. I love that it's a Canadian company that understands what trade workers need. Shopping online at hansler.com is so easy, and I really love that they carry all of the brands that I trust. So if you're in the trades and you're in need of some new work gear or some new Milwaukee tools, definitely check them out. Starting off with one of the newer tools to my Milwaukee collection, this is the 21-degree framing nailer. So this nailer requires minimal force to drive nails with power. It relies fully on battery and is much quieter than a pass load, which is the #1 reason I prefer it over the pass load. That all being said, the downside to this tool is the added weight. So if you're using a nailer all day long, every single day, this one might not be the best option for you, but if you're just picking it up occasionally like I am, I would highly recommend it. Next up, we have the M18 Whole Hog with a quick lock. So just like the name states, this drill allows for quick and easy bit changes. It provides high torque and conveniently is fully battery powered, making it the ideal tool for residential electricians if you're drilling through a lot of wood. I also read online that on a single 5-amp battery, this drill can drill up to 227/8 of an inch holes, which is pretty impressive. I'll have to test that out for you guys. Overall, I would rate this tool a 10 out of 10. It is a must-have for residential electricians. Next up, we have the Milwaukee Tool M18 bandsaw. If you follow me on my other social platforms, you would know that I have put this tool to very good use. I absolutely love my bandsaw, and I think it's a necessity for all commercial electricians. I have used this tool for a million different applications. It has been put through the ringer, and overall, I would rate it a 9 out of 10. Now this one you're gonna like. This is the Milwaukee Tool pulling fish tape, and I think it's safe to say I'm pretty obsessed with this thing. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I hate with a passion manually rolling up 250 feet of fish tape. I've done it many times and I will never do it again because I got this. And not only does this thing just wind up for you, it actually has an ergonomic design with a powerful motor. So it's gonna help you easily pull long runs through conduit. And yes, in my free time, I'm on Milwaukee Tool Reddit. So I've noticed that a lot of people complain about the weight of this, but it's literally doing the work for you. So I'm sure you can handle holding a slightly heavier fish tape, you know? The pulling fish tape is definitely a solid 9 out of 10. The only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is because you don't necessarily need it, but I know you definitely want it. Yes, I'm an electrician, but I recently have been dabbling in the woodworking world, so I got myself a miter saw. I've only used it once, but it is a fantastic saw. Fully battery powered, comes with a 12.0 Forge battery, and it's a little bit tough to rate this one because I haven't had a ton of use on it, but I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10, I think. Okay, so since we're on the topic of woodworking, I also have the Milwaukee Tool jigsaw and the Milwaukee Tool brad nailer. The brad nailer really is a 10 out of 10. You can barely see the nail after. And this jigsaw is super precise, so I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. I also have this Milwaukee Fuel M18 sander, and it definitely gets the job done. Comes with a vacuum attachment as well, so 10 out of 10 in my books. This is the variable speed braking grinder, And take my word for it, it is the best grinder I have ever used. Just like it says in the name, it has adjustable speed settings for precise control. It has this really nice guard, so none of those sparks are flying towards you. It comes with a handle that you can easily remove if you don't want that. This specific grinder also has a rapid stop, which stops the wheel in less than 2 seconds when you release. So even though my mantra is safety third, I do appreciate how safe this grinder is, because grinders are a little bit scary if you ask me. So with all that in mind, if you're in the market for a grinder, I would 10 out of 10 recommend this one. Yikes, this thing is old. I have had I've had this Sawzall for about 8 years. Oh, it's actually a hacksaw. This is a hacksaw. Great tool. Everyone needs a hacksaw. I like it better than the big Sawzall that you see, because I can hold this one and cut with one hand, whereas the bigger one, I find it's pretty heavy and I find it hard to control with one hand, so I probably will never purchase the larger one. I do like this smaller hacksaw. There also is a mini one that I want to get. Overall, this has served me well. I would probably give it a 10 out of 10. Everyone needs a hacksaw in their life. Okay, we're talking basics now, because this is another staple that every electrician needs. This is the oscillating multi-tool from Milwaukee, of course. I would probably say it's just as old as my Sawzall, so there's probably a newer version out there now, but this one does have variable speed. It has served me well. Like the name states, she's a multi-tool, and I would give her a 10 out of 10. This one, unfortunately, is ready for retirement, but I don't have a new one yet. It obviously has variable torque and variable speed. Everyone needs a drill. Now, surprisingly, over the years, I reach for my drill less and less because the impact drivers have just gotten so good. So most of the time I use my impact driver, I use my whole hog for drilling through wood. Drills are a good thing to have. They come in use a lot, so 10 out of 10 for the drill. Okay, we have another specialty tool. This is for all of my electricians watching. This is the Milwaukee cable stapler. And I cannot emphasize enough my love for this tool. 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. And I just need to tell you guys, this tool cut my wire pulling days in half. That's how much more efficient you are with this. I think if you're a contractor and you have a bunch of workers, you need to go out and buy each of them this tool, because it's going to save you a ton of time in labor. You just pull this down and insert the staples into here. And I have to say, as a Canadian girly, my fingers thank this tool during the winter time, because trying to pick up those little staples and hammer them when your hands are freezing cold is no fun. And I'm so glad I never have to do that again with this tool. I feel like we have a lot of 10 out of 10s here, and I got another one for you guys. This is the Rotary hammer drill. Definitely a necessity in the trade. Just an overall powerful, amazing tool. Every electrician should have one of these. So I don't know about you guys, but I cut a lot of drywall. Don't ask me why. I don't even do that many renovations, but you know, you're going to add a little plug somewhere, or there's a missing pot light in one of the houses that you've done. Surprisingly, I use this tool quite a bit. So this right here is the Milwaukee tool, cutout tool, and I have to say I'm really impressed with this tool. I absolutely love it. It has made my drywall cutting days much easier. Is it necessary? No, you can just use a multi-tool, but what I like about it is you can position your bit to just reach past the drywall. So if you're cutting above a panel, or like somewhere where there might be something that you want to watch out for, you can feel a lot safer cutting out the drywall with this thing. It also eliminates the mess. So I don't know how, but there's like barely any mess when you cut with this thing versus cutting with a multi-tool or your drywall saw. There's a lot of stuff flying around. With this thing, there's barely anything. Like I said, it's not necessary for us electricians, but if you have $100 laying around and you tend to cut drywall a lot, I would go for it. I need to give this a 10 out of 10 as well, because there's nothing that I would improve with it. It's a perfect design. So I have here the 600 MCM cable cutter. This is a fantastic tool. I would, however, rate it a little bit lower for a couple of reasons. I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. It is quite slow, so when you're cutting, it is slow, but it does produce a very clean cut, which I appreciate. I like that this narrow part, you can really get into like the panel or whatever you're working in, you can get in there and get that cut where you want it, and you don't have to like pull the wires out to cut it. Like, let's say if you're using a bandsaw, you're gonna have to pull the wires out to use that giant tool to cut the wires, whereas this allows you to like get into tight places and make your cuts. Battery life is great. So this here is my M12 soldering iron. If you work on any low voltage, I would recommend starting to solder your wires instead of using the little connectors, tiny morettes, etc. Soldering those wires is just a much better connection in my opinion. That is the whole reason I have this thing. For a soldering iron, I don't think it could get much better than this. It heats up almost instantly. Battery life is a-okay. It's not great. I do have to swap out the battery as I am working. So that being said, I would give this tool an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. So I do have one Milwaukee tool that I did not like. And it's only because I made the mistake of buying the wrong one. But this Milwaukee impact driver, it's not the fuel version, it's just an impact driver, is terrible. I'd probably give this for the price, it's a 1 out of 10 for me, because for just a little bit more, you can get the Milwaukee Fuel M12 impact driver. Much better option. It's funny the difference, because I hate this one. I love this one. It is my favorite impact driver that I've ever owned. I do have the M18 as well, but I think I lost it. So sorry about that. But if you're in the market for an impact driver, highly recommend this one. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. It's small, it's compact, it has a variable speed, and the battery life does last a very long time. I forgot I had this, but this is the M18 fan? Job site fan. It's nice to have a nice breeze, especially in the summertime, and this is the lowest setting and you can crank it up. Like, it works. So I'd probably give this tool a 9 out of 10. I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit smaller. It's not heavy, but it'd be nice if there was like a clamp or a magnetic feature so I could hook it onto different surfaces instead of just it's sitting there. But other than that, it's a great fan. This has been with me for about 8 years as well, and it's still great. It doesn't need to be replaced. So 10 out of 10 for the Milwaukee saw. The last tool I would like to share with you guys, I'm actually using as my little light for my video. This is a new M18 Rover light. So not only does it come with a very bright Rover light on top that has a like full spin system kind of thing going on, but you can also charge your devices. So to be honest with you, as a content creator, I use this all of the time. I am constantly charging a million things off of this tool, and I also use the light not only for content creation but out on the job site. So I think that's all of my power tools. Never thought we would get through all of those, but I'm glad we did. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate the support. And comment down below what type of videos you would like to see from me moving forward. I love to hear your guys' input and ideas. It really does help me out. I want to create content that you want to watch, so I do appreciate if you do leave a comment. I really hope you enjoyed my Milwaukee tool haul. I hope I didn't miss anything, and I'll see you guys in the next video.